man, what is poppin', Wishers? Once again, you are with your favorite teen hipster arc back at it again here on Wish USA live segment. You are still tuned into SoCal Distancing, and we have one more guest up our sleeves here on Wish USA. Introducing Vicki. Hi, Vicki.
Hello. Hi. How are you?
How are you doing this fine evening? I'm doing well. How about yourself?
I'm good. I'm good. Thank you for having me here.
Definitely. And we were talking before she came on the show about her tapestry. Talk a little bit about that tapestry.
I mean, I bought it because I just think it looks pretty. But then you asked me, oh, is it like spiritual? And I'm like, oh, I don't know. Maybe.
No, I was thinking that because, you know, people who tend to be creative tend to also be spiritual. And
That's true, yeah.
So when I saw the very pretty tapestry, I was like, maybe she's a maybe she's a spiritual person. Maybe she's also a reader. Because I try to find readers in every person. Are you a reader?
No.
Oh,
maybe
man.
maybe I should get into it then.
Maybe I should convert you.
Oh my God.
But before we do get into the meat of the questions, I first have to address the elephant in the room, which is COVID season. We are now living in new times. We're now in terrible times, to say the least. But
Oh my goodness.
how have you been holding up with your music and in terms of productivity levels?
Like obviously, like when the shutdown and the pandemic first happened, everyone was kind of freaking out, and so was I, because I feel like no one has ever experienced this before, obviously. So I feel like after I sort of like got to settle down and adjust a little bit, I just went straight to music. That's just sort of what makes me happy and what makes me comfortable and not freak out as much. So I just started writing a lot. And thankfully for technology, like even right now with Zoom, like being able to still connect with people, and the fact that you're in like a different country than me, like you're from the States, I'm from Canada, the fact that we can even do this is super cool. And even though I'm at home, it's like you can still connect and make music with people and connect with people, which is super cool.
So would you say that during the entire shutdown, during the entire lockdown, have you been, you know, writing nonstop with your music?
There is, yes. I was able to actually film a music video during the
Ooh.
pandemic. It was a small group of us, and we filmed everything outdoors. So that was very interesting because a lot of it was delayed because of the pandemic and things like that. So being able to finally like film a music video, I was like, yes. But yeah, everything was outdoors, and there was like just like a small team of us, so that was pretty cool.
In terms of writing music, would you say, because I know there's like a whole different variety of people who write music. You know, some people write music how they see the world, you know, say it as it is. Some people like to write their lyrics in a poetic type of format, you know, with a little bit of word plays and double entendres. Some people just, you know, write songs to flex cars, money. Where do you fall on that spectrum?
I would definitely say it's more on the, I guess, poetic / like metaphors type of lyrics. When I write my songs, it's always based on what I've experienced, but I do like to mix it in with what I see around the world or what I see other people experience. It's sort of like a mesh of both, but I write lyrics more of like, I guess, as poems.
I like that. Definitely. It's something about poems that is just not only it captivates you as a reader, and mix that in with music. Not only are you bopping to it, but you're also thinking about it. So it's just like makes you want to put on repeat. Oh, like the marketing strategy. The marketing strategy is crazy too.
Yeah. Like I really like, for example, Lorde. Like the way Lorde writes her song lyrics, that she's one of my inspirations. Like the way she writes, sometimes she doesn't even need to rhyme, which a lot of people like me, like when you write songs you want it to rhyme, but she doesn't even need to rhyme her songs, and it makes you think already. And I'm just like, how does she do that?
Right? It's crazy.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I also do one more question of before you do perform, I do want to encourage the wishers to ask any question whatsoever, so that if you have any question for Vicky, go ahead and ask that in the comment section below. Maybe it's to your left, maybe it's to your right, wherever it may be. Go ahead and type your questions below. But I do have one final question for you before you do go ahead and perform your music for us here on Wish USA. And that is, what got Vicky into music?
Oh, geez. Okay, so I guess you could say technically I started when I was 4, because that's when I started learning the piano. And just like any 4-year-old kid, I hated it at first. My mom made me play piano and I hated it, but as I got older, I really do appreciate music a lot, and that's sort of what segued into me, I guess, wanting to pursue music as a career. So I guess technically I started when I was 4, but in terms of me just desiring to be like a pop singer, I guess when I was like 17, 18. Yeah.
That's gotta be... I'm not gonna ask you how old you are, because you never ask a lady her age, but ever since you were 4, it's gotta be something.
It's, yeah. Oh man, like, but I'm really grateful that I did go through that at a young age, because then it sort of trains your ear and you learn a lot of music theory and things like that. But obviously when you're a kid, you can't focus and things like that. But I'm really thankful that I started though.
It's cute how you said when you were 4 you hated the piano, because I feel like every 4-year-old just wants to sit at home eating cereal, watching SpongeBob's.
Okay, but that's me now though.
But before we do get into more questions and more of Vicky, I do not want to let the wishers stay in the air of suspense. I do not want to keep them at the edge of their seats. I do want to give them what they're here for, which is your music. So, Vicky, what will you be performing for us here on Wish USA for your first song?
I'm going to sing an original song called Intruder. And I wrote this song sort of like from 2 perspectives. I wrote it in the perspective of someone toxic in your life and you want to push them away and you do all that you can, but they keep forcing their way back into your life. And then the second perspective is sort of like from the perspective of mental illness. Same thing. It keeps pushing their way back into your life, but you do all that you can and it still comes back.
I love the message of the song already, especially in today's time where a lot of people are dealing with a lot of mental illnesses. And so, without further ado, wishers, here's Vicki Lee's performance of Intruder. So stay tuned and just enjoy her performance here on Wish USA.
I'm going to be singing one of my original songs called Intruder. The song is about someone who is toxic and you do all that you can to push them away. But because they like seeing you suffer, they keep forcing their way back into your life. The song is called Intruder. I was never quite the same when I met with you. You're like a wolf that could not be tamed. All this was so new. I'm a little bit lost, need someone to help me out. But when I look around, you appear in front of me somehow. My eyes get weary, my feet get heavy, and that's why you like. Sometimes I hope that you will go, just let me be alright. Every time you'll force your way back, I'll fade into black, and I'll never be the same again. Every time you'll force your way back, there's ash in my hands, and I'll never be the same again. We have the will to be kind, but yours is hard to find. You feed on my insecurities. You got a big appetite. I should have known from the start. You prey on these little hearts, but when I look for help, you're the only one who stays around. My eyes get weary, my feet get heavy, and that's why you lie. Sometimes I hope that you will go, just let me be alright. Every time you push your way back, I'll fade into black, and I'll never be the same again. Every time you push your way back, there's ash in my hands, and I'll never be the same again. I am so used to this, don't know right from wrong. I got a shadow from your kiss, so I wrote this down. Every time you push your way back, I'll fade into black, and I'll never be the same again. Every time you push your way back, there's ash in my hands, and I'll never be the same again. Every time you push your way back, you'll push your way back, you'll push your way back.
All right, wishers, I hope you guys enjoyed that. I felt like I was watching a play. I hope you guys enjoyed that as much as I did. But before Vicki does perform her second song and more for you wishers, I do encourage you to just sit back, relax, and enjoy this. We're gonna take a quick commercial break, so stay tuned, wishers, only here on Wish USA. Alright, wishers, once again, you are with your favorite teen hipster arc, back at it again here on Wish USA Live segment. You're still tuned in to SoCal Distancing with Vicki. How are you feeling this evening? How are you feeling right now?
I'm good. It's actually, because I'm from Canada, it's 11:30 p.m., but I'm not tired. I'm not
like
tired
that.
for the first time.
We still vibe and we still thrive. I hope I hit my mic. Anyways, I do want to get to know Vicki as a person. So Vicki, I do want to ask you this question because this is from a wisher. So before we do get into my question, let's go into the Queen's question, which is, do you have a special label for your art form or music?
A special label? I would say if music could be like a tangible thing, then that's what I would kind of want to make it. Like, for example, if it's like a ball that I could just hold and it's my music, that's sort of the art that I would try to make it. So that's why whenever I make my music videos, like something visual, I feel like it's the best way for me to kind of help translate what was going in my head when I was making my song. I don't know if that makes sense.
I think the Queen is trying to ask, if you were to name your format of music, what would you name it?
Like a genre.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh my god, I just like was blabbing about something else. Okay, genre.
No, but it's okay. It's all good.
Genre, I guess I would consider it like alt pop, like alternative pop or indie pop.
Ooh, yeah, definitely. I did hear indie pop there. It was kind of like ballad with trap beat.
Yeah.
It was a unique mix. But I do want to get to know you. So, what got you into music?
Music was sort of something that I was always, it's like the only thing I felt like I was ever good at, and the thing that really makes me happy. I've always been involved with music, but in other ways. Like for example, uh, like I did go to school for music, but it was for jazz. I worked at like music festivals, like working backstage. So I did like a bunch of music related stuff. But even though I really like it, I never like loved it. And there was like a time when I was a little bit down because I didn't feel like I was reaching um, like my true happiness and like something that was literally like calling for me, which was that I have always wanted to put myself out there and put my music out there because I do feel that someone will connect with me and someone will like relate and understand what I'm going through. So yes.
So I can already tell that you're a very creative person, and I feel as though creative people can't be contained in one box. So I would assume that at a young age you also dabbled in different things. But in terms of creativity, what made you gravitate towards music more? Because I know for creative people, they dabble in theater, they dabble in arts,
Yeah.
they dabble in puppetry, they dabble in whatever they can. But what made you gravitate towards music more specifically?
Actually, it's funny that you say theater because actually when I was in high school, I did also do a lot of. I went to like drama class and I went to like improv class and things like that. And I haven't
Ooh,
done
improv.
act. Yeah, I haven't done acting in a long time because I literally just like dove into music. But I think something that really made me gravitate more towards music was sort of the fact that I've always been with it since I was 4, and I think because of that, not just with my music knowledge, but because it's literally, I can't imagine a day of me just not doing anything music related, even if it's like
Like singing in the
listening.
shower.
Yeah, even if it's like listening to a song on Spotify or something, or singing in the shower, like I feel like it's literally like a part of me. So I think that's why, yeah.
Also, I do want to get into these wishers, the question of the wishers. So, I will get into one before we do dive into more of. Actually, one more wish question before your second performance. So, this is from Jaws saying, where would be your dream music venue? Oh.
Dream music venue. Ooh, okay. Um, I guess honestly, like, oh man, I would say Coachella.
Oh.
Also, cause like I've never been to Coachella,
Same.
but I feel like if the first time I went to Coachella, if the first time I went to Coachella was to perform there, I'd be like, oof, yes,
That'd be like
that's my
the
dream venue,
the
I
top.
guess. Yeah, I've never thought about that. That's a really interesting question, but my answer is Coachella.
So, wishers, there you have it. And if you have more question for Vicky, go ahead and type that down in the comment section below. So, Vicky, what will you be performing for your second song here on Wish USA?
My second song is called Breaking Barriers. It's a total 180. I contrast the first song, Intruder, and I'm really excited about this one.
This is the one that you had a music video on, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yes.
Yes. Was this the one that you did on during the pandemic?
Yeah, so yeah, the Breaking Barriers music video is the one I filmed in the pandemic. Everything was outdoors with like a small team of like 5 people. So,
Ooh, really excited to hear it.
yeah.
So, wishers, this is Vicky's performance of Breaking Barriers. Just lean back, sit, and enjoy her performance. Only here on Wish USA.
I'm going to be singing one of my original songs called Breaking Barriers. This is the first love song I ever wrote. It's about letting yourself be loved and be vulnerable and letting your guard down even though you experienced a lot of heartbreaks.
two, three who loved me, but after some time they just stopped. Don't know why. Each one I hoped for the best, but none of them could connect. I swear everywhere I looked was the wrong place and time. I almost gave up. Then you came along and showed that love offers so much more. I thought that my heart was done, never felt this way, but love, you pushed your way through the stars. You're breaking barriers now. You're breaking barriers now. Did you know that when we first met, I thought it would be the same old path? So thank you for proving me wrong. I don't believe in Murphy's Law. I thought that my heart was done, never felt this way, but love, you pushed your way through the stars. You're breaking barriers now. You're breaking barriers now. I'm scared to be vulnerable. Don't know if this love will stay or go. This is new to me. Obviously, this is new to me. Oh, God, I'm scared to be. I thought that my heart was done, never felt this way, but love, you pushed your way through the stars. You're breaking barriers now. I thought that my heart was done, never felt this way, but love, you pushed your way through the stars. You're breaking barriers now. You're breaking barriers now.
All right, wishers. I keep telling you, I love the ballad. I love the trap beat. I love the hand movements. I love it. But wishers, this is not Vicky's final performance. We still have more up our sleeves here on Wish USA with Vicky. So we're gonna take a quick commercial break before she goes into her final performance here on Wish USA. So please, wishers, do not go anywhere because we will be right back after these commercials and Wish exclusives. So stay tuned only here on Wish USA. Right, wishers, once again you are with your favorite teen hipster Arc, back at it again here on Wish USA live segment. You're still tuned into SoCal Distancing with me, Arc, and the one and only Vicky. How are you feeling, Vicky?
I'm good. It's almost midnight here, but I'm honestly I'm not tired at all.
Yes, we are thriving. But
We're
during
thriving.
the break, tell the wishers what we were talking about, Vicky, during the break.
We were talking about different bands, like back in the 2000s.
Yeah.
Like My Chemical Romance, Panic at the Disco, how Brendan Urie can just belt those high notes.
Right? I was watching this YouTube video on Brendan Urie, and it was just like his ranges, and he can go freaking to
I know, it's insane.
I can't.
It's insane. I love it.
Have their song Golden Days?
I have not, but
That's their
check it out.
Golden Days by Brendan Urie, the live one. Watch the live one, the one in their concert.
Yeah.
That's the one you gotta watch. Don't watch the original.
Okay.
Don't watch the song. Don't listen to the song. Listen to the. Don't listen to the song, like the actual original song.
Yeah.
Listen to his performance in a.
Okay.
in a concert, it'll blow your mind how high his voice is. But anyways, that's just us conversing. But I do want to get into these questions from the wishers. One of them coming from where'd it go? Daniel Nguyen. Sorry if I'm butchering your name. He asks, what comes first for you when writing a song, lyrics or melody?
I actually have like a list of both that I have saved on my phone. So I have like a list of lyric ideas or lyric topics, and I have a list of melodies that I just kind of hum onto my phone, and I kind of pair them up. But usually when I sit down on the piano, I pick the lyrics first, like I pick up a topic first. So I guess the lyrics come first, and then I kind of pair them up with the list of melodies that I have.
Oh, it kind of coincides with the fact that you said you were a poetic writer. So I'm guessing you write kind of like a poem first, and then you match it with the lyrics, with the melody on the piano.
Sort of, yeah. So whenever I write my songs, it's always with the piano first, and then once I have that, I kind of take it to. I work with my producer to kind of bring the track, make it more pop. But yeah, it's always the lyrics first, I guess.
Got you. We have another question from Daniel Nguyen again, and he asks,
Hey, Danny!
do you have a specific lyric from any of your songs that you're particularly proud of writing?
Oh my goodness, it's so hard, I guess, to. Oh, okay. Actually, in the next song, I'm gonna actually sing this song in a couple of minutes, but it's an original song called "What I Can Do," and I think I really like what I did with this song was because in the beginning of the song, I'm sort of like doubting myself. That's how I feel in the beginning of the song. I'm doubting myself. My confidence is low, and then as the song progresses, I sort of come to like a realization that other people can't determine your self-worth, and that sort of progresses as the song goes on. And then when the song ends, it's like I've sort of gained my confidence back. So I really like you literally like in the song kind of go on this like little journey with me, which I think was really cool. Yeah.
And we have one more from Ali Tam asking, what tip would you provide other aspiring artists?
I feel like there's two main things that I feel like I always try to remind myself. The first thing is to just keep going, even though other people may not like it, or other people have a lot to say, or other people might put you down. Just keep going, and like always be willing to like learn and like grow. Be proud of what you've done, but just also be willing to learn and grow as well.
Definitely. And I do have it kind of coincides with your answer, which is keep going. And that is because I know that your genre of music is unique, and not a lot of people really dive into what you're currently doing when it comes to your music. So my question is, was there ever a time when you thought that your music wasn't good enough and you feared that nobody was ever going to listen to any of your songs?
Oh, 100%. I feel like, yeah, like the type of music, although I guess it's like a sibling of pop music, it's not, I guess, mainstream pop, but because it's a little bit different, I feel like maybe at first it might not be familiar with people, but I am certain that the more I guess, practice writing music and practice producing music and kind of continuing this journey, I am certain that it will resonate with a lot of people.
Those are the questions that the wishers had, but I do want to read the comments now that the wishers had to say, to the one and only Vicki, starting with Daniel Nguyen, and he said, and the video slaps, y'all. Breaking barriers, stream for clear skin. We know the good sis stands melodrama, talent knows talent. She's singing Intruder, it's happening, y'all. And the Queen also says, I love her look and vibe. I am enlightened. And Daryl Jeremiah said, Intruder. And we also have Angad's Life saying, wow, what an amazing voice. Ali Tam saying, killed it. The Queen back at it again with the 3 fire emojis and a thumbs up. And we also have Jaws back at it again. Jeopardy voice. Good question. That's me. And what else? The Angad's Life also saying, Angad's Life also said, I just found the music video for Vicki Lovelee, Intruder, and it was so good. You're already getting fans. And last but not, we also have Daryl Jeremiah saying, let's go breaking barriers. And last but not least, we have one more question actually, and that is from Angad's Life. So this is the last question before we go on to your last and final performance. Vicki, what was the inspiration for your music videos? The visuals were so cool.
I feel like, so whenever I listen to a song, it doesn't even have to be my own song. Sometimes I already have like a picture in mind, or like a visual, or like maybe even it could be like an object in my mind. So I guess the beginning kind of comes naturally, and then as I really start to, I guess, make my music videos, I start to listen to the song a few more times and kind of just envision how the visuals, and let's say if it's an object, how the object would look like in an environment. If it's in a room, if it's outside.
Do you ever draw it?
I do like a lot of like visual like mood boards, so it's quicker for me to just like take different pictures or fabrics or objects or clothes, things like that, and kind of like put it all together to kind of like fit what I literally see in my head when I listen to a song.
Got you. And those are what you wishers had to say, and the love is radiating, and we appreciate it here on Wish USA, especially Vicki. She was like, her eyes were lighting up, and of course you gotta appreciate every ounce of love that we have to give. Anyways, this is going to be your last performance, Vicki, so what will you be performing here on Wish USA?
My last song is an original song called What I Can Do. I briefly spoke about it just now, about that little journey starting from not having a lot of confidence to kind of finding that confidence back at the end of the song.
So, wishers, we're gonna end it with a bang with Vicki's final performance of What I Can Do. So stay tuned, only here on Wish USA.
This is one of my original songs called What I Can Do. It's about loving someone who doesn't love you back and still being able to keep your self-confidence, keep your self-worth even though this happens. Yeah, she might be good looking, yeah, she might be smart. You think that she can turn your life into a work of art, but forget about that girl, baby. I can feel your desire. I can make you feel like your heart is lit with fire. Does her love make your head spin, or you wanna hide when her touch leaves your skin? Does it make you wanna die? Does her love make your head spin, or you wanna hide when her touch leaves your skin? Does it make you wanna die? 'Cause I can do those things to you. 'Cause I can do those things to you. She brings fun to your night. I know that's what you like. But when you're alone, I know you can't get me off your mind. So forget about that girl, baby. I can feel your desire. I can make you feel like your heart is lit with fire. Does her love make your head spin, or you wanna hide when her touch leaves your skin? Does it make you wanna die? Does her love make your head spin, or you wanna hide when her touch leaves your skin? Does it make you wanna die? 'Cause I can do those things to you. she's no good for you. I'll love you every day, and I know that you will too. 'Cause I'm just as alluring, and I am just as smart. I know that I can make your life more beautiful than art. My love makes your head spin, I can make you high. When my touch leaves your skin, I know you'd rather die. My love makes your head spin, I can make you high. When my touch leaves your skin, I know you'd rather. My love makes your head spin, I can make you high. When my touch leaves your skin, I know you'd rather die. My love makes your head spin, I can make you high. When my touch leaves your skin, I know you'd rather die. 'Cause I can do those things to you. 'Cause I can do those things to you.
Do have one last question for you, and that is, where can we find the one and only Vicki on the internets?
So you can find me anywhere on social media, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and also on any music platform. It's all under the same name, Vicki Lovelee, and that's spelled VICKILOVELEE.
Love that. So that is going to wrap it up for Vicki here on Wish USA. Once again, you can follow her on all social media platforms as well as on any music platform, and that is under the username Vicki, VICKI, once again, and LOVELEE. So what is your final message here on Wish USA for the wishers?
I feel like this pandemic is like super weird for everyone. But I just feel like if we just kind of keep the people in our lives that make us happy and do things that make you happy, that it does get a little bit easier kind of going through this pandemic.
Thank you once again, Vicki, and that is a wrap for her here on Wish USA. And yeah, thanks again, Vicki, for hopping on and sharing your talent here for us. But do not go away, wishers, because we have more in store for you here on Wish USA. We're gonna take a quick commercial break, and then afterwards you'll see more of this face. And yeah,